a multi-millionaire whose health diagnosis revealed his 3 sons couldn't be his, has been inundated with women around the world wanting to be his friend since his story went public. MoneySupermarket.com co-founder Richard Mason, 55, spoke earlier this week of his shock when doctors told him in 2016 he had been infertile since birth due to the genetic disorder cystic fibrosis. The bombshell, and subsequent DNA tests, meant his eldest son, now 23, and his 19-year-old twins were another man's. He launched a legal bid against their mother, whom he is divorced from, and the 55-year-old now lives with new wife Emma Louise Jones Mason, 46, in Ross-on-Sea, Wales. Do you know the family or have a similar story? Email webnews@mirror.co.uk. Richard, with new wife Emma, raised his boys for more than 20 years. Image, Facebook. He has since revealed that coverage of his devastating ordeal has prompted a flurry of female fans to contact him. But he has bad news for his new admirers: he's a one-woman man. "I'm only devoted to Emma," he told Mail Online. "Since the story has come out, I've been contacted by at least 32 women from across the globe, from Indonesia, Singapore and Africa, wanting to be my friend. I've also been contacted by men who have been in a very similar situation to me, and from people whose children have cystic fibrosis, who have asked if I can help them financially." He has not, however, heard from his ex-wife Kate or the 3 boys. Heartbroken, Richard almost took his own life after the crushing news he wasn't the biological father of the children he had spent more than 20 years doting on. 9 years after they separated, Kate admitted to being unfaithful when Richard quizzed her on the children's paternity. However, he was stopped from doing so by his love for soulmate Emma Louise, who he married in 2014. Now Richard is planning to write a book about his traumatic ordeal and plans to litter it with clues as to the identity of his ex's lover. His story came to light after he launched a legal bid to recover some of the £4 million divorce settlement his ex-wife Kate received, and sued for paternity fraud. As a result, he says 2 of the boys have broken off contact with him. Kate, who lives with a new partner India Toxeter, Stephs, has since been ordered to pay £250,000 after a 2-year legal case that allowed her to keep the identity of the real father a secret. Richard believes that the same man fathered all 3 boys during an on-off 4-year affair Kate, 54, embarked on in the late 1990s. Mr. Mason, now happily remarried to Emma, launched a legal bid to claw back some of the £4 million divorce settlement from his wife. Image, North Wales Live WS, but she only confessed to the adultery in 2016, 10 years on from their divorce, when he confronted her about the children's paternity. All she admitted was that he was a member of Barclays staff and they met up in a London hotel from time to time when she attended events as a union official. She claimed they had sex on 6 to 12 occasions but used condoms, and so she insisted Richard must be the dad. Richard believes a possible clue to the identity of the real father is that Kate became interested in Judaism, insisted all 3 children were given Jewish middle names and refused to have them christened. Although 2 of the boys still refused to speak to him, he was overjoyed to receive a sweet text message from the 3rd last month. It read, "Dad, as I explained from the beginning, you would never not be dad to me regardless of all this." Co-founder of MoneySupermarket.com Richard Mason, with wife Emma Louise Jones Mason. Image, Facebook. "Of course I'll stay in touch, that will never change. I'm always here for you too, and you will always be dad. Love you ex." Richard said that discovering the boys were not his own left his life in pieces. "You don't know what's real and what isn't, it's as if I'm living in the Matrix," he said. Richard hopes his book will lead to the mystery man being identified and is also offering £5,000 for information. He said it was, not least for the boys' sake, because they will want to know who their real father is, even if, hopefully, they'll always think of me as their dad. He added, "I still regard them as my boys even though I'm not their biological father, and I miss them so much."